Christchurch, the firemen could do no more.
The damage to the flats were so extensive, there was nothing that we could do. There was no way we could make them safe. So all we basically did was just check around to make sure that the flats were empty. Our job basically was finished, and we left and returned to the appliance.
We were quite relieved to get back into the fire engine and get out of the wind and settle ourselves down and hopefully get back to the station for a cup of tea.
We started making our way back towards our home station. We were talking all the time about the damage and what we'd seen and what we'd experienced. And then I believe as we got back out onto Lymington Road, we were in the process of receiving another call over the radio to be sent on to another incident. The next minute we were just stopped.
It was just a dead stop.
We went from possibly 25 miles an hour to a dead stop instantly.
All you could see was this massive tree. You looked in front and all you could see was the side of this massive tree, about a foot from your face.
This shock of suddenly stopping, it took a few seconds to realise what had happened. There were shouts and confusion.
It was just a bit crazy for 5-10 minutes.
We had no visual contact with Dave and Graham sat in the front, and didn't really know the position that the tree had landed on the cab.
A 12-ton tree had crashed through the front of the cab.
As soon as we got out of the fire engine, we knew that we were in trouble. It was almost as if the whole front had just been sliced, and you had total damage and carnage in the front, with next to no damage at all in the back section. It took a few minutes for us to sort ourselves out, to make sure that who had got out and who hadn't. We went round to the front and called to see if we could get any response from the front of the engine, but unfortunately we couldn't hear anything. The trunk was laying basically on the windows of the doors from one side to the other, and so you just could not see anything inside at all.
I think we realised that we were not going to get a successful outcome, but when you're told it doesn't make it any easier. Utter dejection. We just felt pig sick.
I think the shock of realising that they'd gone affected us in different ways, I think. Personally, I remember having a cigarette, but I didn't really see where Dave or Keith were or what they were doing.
It was the most horrible feeling that you can never imagine. That you lost two of your friends who you've been with and talking to not 2 minutes beforehand, and they were gone.
Fireman Graham White and Sub-Officer David Gregory had a combined service of 49 years. It took an hour to remove their bodies from the wreckage.
The thing that you couldn't see as such, it was just a force that was so powerful and could basically destroy things that people had built. It just proved that you were never be in control of the weather. It would do what it wanted to do when it wanted to do it. You're just totally unprepared for it, really.